Good evening, everybody. How are you all? This is Dr. Rao coming in to start my day 6 of this Be Calm. Let us try to be calm in our body, in our mind, and really relax a little bit in the morning and in the evening. Um, I hope everybody is having a good day thus far, or even if you are having a tough day, it's a time to sit back and get back to what we can be here and now. Okay, so the problems are not here, they are in the future. Keep them in the future. The problems happened in the past, then keep them in the past. Find there is no problem here and now and stay with the moment for a while. And then allow your system to get revitalized, re energized, and then with newfound energy, come back and then face the problems. So, perpetual worried thinking where you don't have a clear plan, you just worry about the result and you are concerned about it is not going to take anywhere. But consciously thinking about solutions, really bringing your whole being into the resolution of the problem, that happens when you have a calm mind. So, in so many ways, this is really important to understand. Okay, um, I have been talking for about last 5 days about this, and people are coming in and asking good questions and engaging us with a much deeper discussion, which I don't mind at all, as long as they're relevant to what we are talking about here. That will be good. Okay, um, you can use so many ways to calm yourself in life, right? You can just leave everything and go out and take a brisk walk or slow walk or leisurely walk, whatever you prefer, and be with the nature. That's what we call forest bathing, right? Or you can go and to the shower, take a good shower, and feel the water on your body and relax yourself that way. That's good too. Or you can pluck a fruit or something and enjoy it heartfully, savor it, that's also a very good way to calm yourself. So there are so many multiple opportunities for us in our interaction with the world and everything that we do. So you can always bring yourself towards that instead of allowing your mind going all over the place and round and round and round. Okay? That's a problem with the thought. Once you allow it, it will have its own loop and it will go on strengthen itself by going each round, right? So you don't want that. You want to be breaking the circuit and being attentive to whatever you want to achieve in life or whatever you want to solve the problem at that time. Okay, so that's why this exercise that I always say that I'm going to show you is going to help you because it consists of just breathing and tying the mind to the breathing and really feeling that there is more to me than my thoughts, than my body, and they're very important tools. But don't let them dominate you, then you won't have real joyful, happy, and healthy life. So both body and the mind they need training. Okay, so if the body has come to the state where we are unhealthy or we have chronic diseases, that's because we allowed body to be either inactivity or eating something wrong or not providing enough exercise, not moving the body. All those things are not good, right? So we train the body in a way that's not good for us. Like that, thought also we trained without knowing sometimes, unconsciously sometimes, and then really just being um, a sucker of all the thoughts, everything going around us in life, right? And then our mind also becomes a slave to the constant thought, constant worry, constant anxiety. All these things have been developed over the years. So what you want to do is you first want to realize that. Don't have to blame yourself, don't have to feel bad, anything like that. You just realize how your mind is conditioned, and then don't allow the condition to come rather than what your intelligence behind the thoughts is there to come around, right? Then you can use all the mental energy that you have. Instead of wasting wasteful thoughts or recurrent thoughts, you are going to use that energy that you saved when you are in the calmness, in the silence, in the stillness of the mind, and you are more energetic at the time, and you will be able to do a lot more stuff with that. Okay, that's the idea of the whole thing is we have atmosphere around us in this new age, so many stimuli coming at us, and then they're making us think a lot, which is not needed. And it has reached a dangerous limits now because so many stimuli come through the day, and we engage ourselves thinking, right? We don't take a break. So that kind of people who have no control of the thought, recurrent, compulsive, unconscious thought all the time. Even if you are doing something, you have all this stimuli, all these unnecessary thoughts coming through you, right? So those kind of people, especially the very intelligent, very highly educated, erudible, all those people, these days we read a lot on the screens, right? They kind of allow us to go on and on and on. So those kind of people take a break. That's what I'm saying. Take a break, actively give a break to the brain, actively make it calm down. And the best instrument for that is this deep breathing that you have. It's free, it can be done anywhere, and it can be done very effortlessly too. All you do is just slow down the breathing in the sense so you're not fast, you're not breathing shallow, you breathe slow and deep. So if you do that, for that, what's required is a place and time that may be consistent every day. Allot yourself 5 to 15 minutes in the morning and 5 to 15 minutes at the end of the day, and sit down. Assume a posture where your spine is erect and your neck is erect too, or you stand, and then you close your mouth and take breath through the nose. Deep breath in, and up down comes out, and then hold it for a few seconds, and deep breath out where up down goes towards the spine. And then like that do 5 to 15 times or 5 to 8 times, whatever you place. And but then when you are doing the deep breathing, tie your mind with the breathing so that your alertness, everything is tied towards the Alana says sensation. You have the sensation of the air coming in, going out on the nose, right? Tie your attention to that. Then the mind is tied to that. You do that for a few times, and then you start saying like, "Who am I?" When you're taking the deep breath, and then say when you take breathe out, I'm not this body and mind only, but I am the awareness. So when you take a deep breath, say that I am the awareness that is behind the body and mind. And you're breathing out, you say, I am not just this body and mind. So what it does is it kind of makes you be aware of what is behind the body mind complex. Otherwise, we end up thinking of this is our body, and then we do all sorts of things to protect it, to nurture it, to do all of that, right? And then anything small happens to the body, we kind of feel very bad. And then mind is also the same thing. So instead of that, just realize that you are that awareness, that consciousness, the um, real light that gives light to the body and mind. Okay, and then you can really uh, relax, and the deep breathing really relaxes you. All the tensions, all the irritations, all the anxieties that you have built up during the day kind of gives you this sympathetic overload, stress hormones. Lots of times we need it when you are in danger, but we kind of imagine so many dangers in modern life, which is really our own thought. That's all. So to really devalue those stress hormones, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, where you take deep breaths in and deep breath out. Okay. After that, you definitely are calming your mind down. And the beautiful thing is, you do this several days in a row, then you will find how easy for you to get into this and cultivate that capacity to be able to calm your mind, relax your whole system, and enjoy whatever you are doing. Instead of having so many thoughts disturbing you, you will be enjoying whatever you are doing because you are right there, and then you have put your heart in whatever you are doing, and then you will good results, and the good results will also feed you, and you feel better that way. Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring in because I felt this is important because of what I see. So many people are really addicted to social media, and the social media feeds a lot of different distractions. So all this acting on our conscious thought, and that is not really good. So we're going to do the exercise now, and then just keep up with me. And after that, if you want to talk about it, if you have any doubts, we can do. So, like I said, every day find this place and the time the same consistently, the same place if possible, and then whatever you place you find, don't have any distractions is better, right? And then sit down, keep your spine straight, neck straight, close your eyes, close your mouth, and try to suck in the air through the both nose hairs into your lungs. And then as you breathe in, abdominal wall comes out. Okay, like a balloon. Okay, let's start. We'll do 5 times like that. And then at the head of the inhalation, we'll hold it for 4 count and then breathe it out for 8 count. 7, 4, 8. The count you want to remember. We're going to do 5 times first, just this breathing. Okay, let's start. Now, that is the first round. This time, we're going to anchor our thought to the sensation of the tip of the nose that we feel as the air comes in and comes out. Okay? And any thoughts arise, just watch them. Don't indulge or don't suppress them. Okay? Let's do again the same posture. Close your eyes and take deep breaths with feeling your sensation at the tip of the nose. Okay? 7, 4, 8. Now, the final stage where you say, I'm not this body mind complex when you're breathing out, but when you're breathing in, you say, I am the awareness behind the thought and body. Okay, let's start. 5 more times, and that is the end of it. Okay, so that's it. Very simple exercise, and if you do it day in and day out, as you increase your depth of the breathing and number of times you are doing it, you will get the hang of it, and then you will be able to do before you even accumulate any stress. Suppose you are at your workplace, somebody shouts at you, instead of reacting emotionally, instead of secreting a lot of stress hormones, you can be in that moment of silence a little bit and then hold off your reflex reaction, and then you will be able to enjoy the workday without all the tension accumulating. But if you should accumulate, you should react, and then stop and take deep breaths, and thereby you can nullify all the stress hormones you are secreting. Okay, so that is the exercise. I hope people will uh, enjoy the 5 to 15 minutes of exercise that they will do every day, and then make it a habit. And as you go into the new era of information age, too much of information, you can always identify whether this is giving me any brain fog or anxiety or anything like a sad feelings. Am I allowing these thoughts to get stronger and stronger? All those things will be in your control, and you will not be yielding to the compulsive thought that we usually have. Okay, so I have been explaining this, how the whole mechanism of thought happens and all that from my yoga background. Okay, hopefully you have understood what I'm talking about, and you try to cultivate breathing practice, which is really natural, free, and anywhere you can do it. You don't have to have a lot of preparation for that. Okay, but you don't have to be obsessed about this either. You can just do it whenever you have a choice. Once you understand this is a good thing, you don't drink water continuously. You drink only when you need it, when it is really easy for you to drink that water to the right time. Like that, breath also, cultivate deep breathing, cultivate slowing down, and cultivate getting away from these fast reactions, quick reactions that are impulsive and they are not good for you. Okay, so anybody wants to come up and talk about anything, now you can do it. And if you want, we can do this exercise again at the end of. For the people who have not seen it, who have come in just now, they can also do it with me later. Okay, if the time permits, we will do that again. Okay, so anybody on the wisdom app want to come up, that will be fine. Okay. See, as I was explaining to the girls yesterday who were posing questions, this rapid thing is such that you can give acceleration to it, and you may think I'm thinking pretty fast, I'm pretty smart, and all of that, but you will be paying for that down the line. Okay, so what you want is, when you want to read something and all that, you can read fast, but then you want to retain the insights, the wisdom of the whatever you're reading, and then rest of it should be cleaned out. So it's like a, suppose you think your mind is a bucket, and when you get up in the morning, the bucket is empty because you had a good night's sleep, and you really helped the mind to get rid of all the thoughts. And then when you wake up, you are kind of fresh, right? And then you continue to accumulate a lot of activities in the mind in terms of thoughts, feelings, reactions, and all that, right? Through the day. At the end of the day, before you retire, empty the bucket again. That's what I'm saying. Once you calm down, once you empty your mind and you have a clean slate of the mind, that is the time when you want to go to sleep, and then really use the sleeping time completely, so that your thought is not giving you many dreams, your thought is not giving you a lot of energy wastage, but you are really enjoying the sleep, and then the sleep itself restores you. Okay, you want to do that, and then you wake up in the morning and again start to really get into the presence by deep breathing and go in your day, and carry this like a perfume. The deep breathing gives you that presence of mind, right? Being in the present. Okay, don't do something and think of so many other things. That has become the fashion of the day, multitasking, but really not good. If you can do one thing even for a few seconds completely involved, and then go move to the next task, you will do these things much faster. You look like you are doing them same time, but not really. Your attention is only one task. Imagine a juggler. What does he do? He seems like he's handling same thing at the same time. But if you ask him, he will tell you, I only handle one pin at a time that I throw up and I catch them. So his concentration is on only that one pin, and the rest of them will be coming up one after one. Okay, so that's the way we can do several tasks, but then bring your attention to each task. Okay, that's a real tip. Where anybody can grasp it and then check themselves in the day-to-day life, and you will see that your attention is going all over. That's your problem, or you are getting too many thoughts at the same time, or you are really allowing unnecessary thoughts come in. Um, they're not related to that particular job. Maybe something else in the future, something else in the past that you want to bring it in. That's why trying to be in the present with the help of the breathing is very, very important. Okay, once you really master that, trying to pay attention to everything in the present moment, then you will be able to put away all these thoughts and stimuli coming at you, at your mind. At least you don't pay attention to that, because you are so involved with what you are doing. Okay, that's the key to really regain the um, mental vital energy, because you are not wasting it unnecessary thoughts. Okay, so I hope I'm making sense to people. I would like them to come up and talk to me about whatever they feel, and then we can have a dialogue rather than me talking about that and telling you that. It's a better thing is to do this. So the other thing is think about it, and then if you have any doubts or questions, then come and we will explore it together and see where we go. Okay. So I do this by myself. I don't need anybody's coaching or coaxing. I don't even have to go to any studio or gym. I do everything by myself. My body and mind listen to me, saying I don't have to be yielding to their compulsiveness. And that's a very good thing, because you kind of live in the present, in the moment. You are in the blissful joy of the present moment. So life becomes very meaningful that way. At least for me, that's what I'm saying. So live in the present, take deep breaths, and always pay attention to whatever you are doing, and you will be happy that way. Okay, so so other thing I was always telling people about, when you allow your thoughts go rampant, not in a particular direction and all that, then in the long run, you develop the habit of retaining these thoughts in your subconscious, and then they become more compulsive, and they don't leave you because you gave them chance to make a very firm groove in your cortex, right? And then because they are so firmly encouraged to be your mental habit, they come up even if you don't want it later on. So that's why learn to clean the mind while you are young. Okay, or concentration is one thing, attention is other. Concentration is where you want to force all the thoughts into one, but the movement of thought you are not arresting, but in attention you will be doing that. Okay, these are very subtle intricate points, but when I see the other side where elderly people are really nervous, tense, always impulsive teenagers. Some of them have a really difficult time because of this constant thing going on in their head. Extreme cases, I'm not saying everybody, but extreme cases where everything is going so much in their head, they just want to put a bullet to that. Okay, not everybody, extreme cases, I said, very rare, but it ultimately it leads to that, but elderly people suffer because they don't have any spontaneity, they don't have anything to really engage, and because of the physical limitations or brain limitation, they can take up activities, so they don't have any life unfolding onto them. So they are happy to see their grandkids, they're happy to see their pets, and some of the activities. Especially when I go to the nursing home, I see so many people existing as vegetables, because of activities go down, mental stimulation is not there, there are no meaning in life, no purpose in life, and then everything becomes a routine, and it's like a mechanical. They do medications and everything according to time, and they don't allow you beyond the certain limits of the nursing home. So very soon they lose interest in life and they become really non-vital, vegetable like, and there is no fun. I feel very sad when I see that, only because I know we don't have to be like that. I've seen other people who are engaged in life in their own way, and if they can't walk, even in the wheelchair, they're staying, but they are taking active interest of what's going on in the world, what is happening, and really giving their wisdom and getting meaningful for other people. Okay, so if even if you are certain age, you don't have to stop learning new things, taking interest in new things, and that way you can keep your body active and mind active too. And mind creating its own brain is very, very important. And we understood that through neuroplasticity, but the yogis understood it way back. Okay. So when you study them, when you learn this, then you can generate the cortex in your mind, right? The new brain formation, and otherwise your mind will become stale and old and not really interested in anything, and then very soon you become very, very aged in everything. Okay, so I am always interested in new things, and that's why I'm telling you how that makes me feel. So I don't feel like I'm 68-year-old. I feel like I'm a 30-year-old, 40-year-old, something like that. So that is the uh, advantage of understanding this old Eastern ways of calming the mind down, and then bringing it in our life. Okay, so that way we'll always be young in mind because we want to know, we want to really take interest and really be in the moment. Okay, so we don't have the burden of the past or creating burden by imagining something in the future, but we are ready to accept what is because we are here living in the present. All right, it's almost a half an hour. I kind of showed you the demonstration of that process, and I hope people did it with me, and will come up and tell me what they learned or what they have questions about, and I'll give one more last chance for people to come up. Otherwise, I'll be I'll be closing the room because I don't want to go on speaking about it. I just want to have a dialogue if possible. Otherwise, I'm happy that I showed the technique. Even one person does it, I'm happy. Okay, but then you may be stuck in your own mind, so you don't want to allow anything new. Then that's too bad. Okay, I hope people have done and people have benefited, and I'll see you back again tomorrow. Okay.